This is the difference between jail and prison. As part of your plea deal, would you like to spend your time in prison or jail?
I don't know. What's the difference?
Well, first there's comfort. Jail cells are only meant to hold people for a year or less, so they usually come with cheap, low-quality bedding. Here's your blanket.
What the? This is a wet towel.
A prison cell, on the other hand, is designed for long-term living, sometimes for life. So they generally have higher quality bedding and a small window for natural light.
Well, if that's the only difference, then I'm going to prison.
Well, there's another difference: privacy.
What do you mean?
Prisons have far more guards than jails because prisons hold some of the most dangerous criminals in the world. This also means there's video surveillance watching you 24 hours a day.
Oh, well, you put it like that, I guess.
And then there's the freedoms.
Freedoms?
In jail, there's often nothing to do while you wait. But in prison, there's usually an exercise yard, a basketball court, and even a TV room.
Hey guys, the latest Hall by Mike video just released.
Let's subscribe to that guy.
Man, this is tough. I know, I'll pick neither.
Nice try. This is the difference between a good lawyer and a bad lawyer. You've been charged with stealing your grandmother's identity. Which lawyer do you want?
How do I know which one's the good one?
Well, first there's a track record. A good lawyer will show you the cases they've won, while a bad lawyer might brag about their industry awards. But most industry awards can be bought, which makes them meaningless.
Well, if that's the only difference, I'll pick the lawyer who shows me their cases.
But there's also the fees.
What do you mean?
A good lawyer will be upfront and clear about their fees, but a bad lawyer will avoid talking about fees and add random charges to your invoice.
Why did you add your laundry bill to my invoice?
I need to look good while I defend you, don't I?
Oh, well that makes things easy. I'll just...
And then there's communication.
Communication?
A good lawyer explains everything in simple, easy to understand language and responds quickly to emails and calls. However, a bad lawyer will use confusing legal words and take forever to respond.
Sorry for missing your call, bud. I was doing a promissory estoppel de facto res ipsa locator.
I think I finally got it.
That's great news.
Yep. Good lawyers wear white and bad lawyers wear red.
I think we need to start over. These are 3 world records that will never be broken. First up, the most metal ever eaten. After developing pica, a rare condition that makes you want to eat strange things, a man in France named Michel Letito started eating rubber, metal, and glass. Realizing he could eat whatever he wanted without getting sick, he set a world record eating 16 chandeliers, 8 bicycles, and even an entire Cessna airplane. Next is the world's biggest diamond. A miner named Frederick Wells discovered a massive crystal-like looking rock while working underground. He then took the strange looking rock to his manager to be looked at. After examining the rock, his manager realized it was a 3,106 carat diamond. Today, experts estimate that it's worth a whopping $400 million. But that's nothing compared to this next record because it's impossible to break. The year was 1986. World records were on the rise. So a young man named Robert McDonald wanted one of his own. So he attempted to see how long he could stay awake.
This is gonna be easy.
After only a few days, Robert started to hallucinate and go crazy, but he was able to stay up for 19 days, 21 hours, and 40 minutes. The record was deemed to be so dangerous that it was then banned by Guinness World Records. If you're put on house arrest, here's exactly what happens. First, you'll be given an ankle bracelet and confined to a specific area, usually your home.
Heck yeah, now I get to play video games all day.
Sure, but what you probably don't know is if you're in a state like California, criminals have to pay $12 to $15 a day in maintenance fees.
$15 a day? Not if I can help it.
Whoa, be careful. If you break your ankle bracelet, you'll have to pay for a replacement.
But it's so itchy. I know. I'll let the battery die out and then I'll take it off.
If you let the battery die, an arrest warrant could be issued, and then the cops will come and find you. The same is true if you leave your house.
So you're saying I can't do this? I'm in. I'm out. I'm in.
What the? Criminal 243 just left his house arrest zone. Let's go!
Don't do that.
Oh, come on, Mike. Why?
Because if you step outside the specific zone around your house without permission, you could be sent to jail and face new charges.
Mike, you worry too much. Ah!
If you ever feel like you're being followed, here's how to know for sure. First, let's make sure you're not just paranoid. If you're walking down the street and see someone once, that's normal. If you walk into a store and see them again, that's probably a coincidence. But if you spot them again, somewhere completely unrelated, then according to the Moscow rule, there's a chance you're being followed. To be sure, turn left down a street, then repeat that 3 more times to complete a loop. If they're still there after a full loop, it's not a coincidence. You are being followed. Now, here's what you need to do next.
Okay, act natural. What do I do with my hands? Oh, God.
Find a busy place like a cafe or restaurant.
Hey, I think someone's following me.
Tell the staff what's happening and call the police immediately.
Can you call the police?
Don't worry, I got you, babe.
Honey, you forgot your lunch.
Never make these common mistakes when traveling to other countries. If you ever go to Taiwan, never pick up a red envelope.
Oh, what's this?
Stop! If you pick that up, you'll be forced to marry a ghost bride.
A ghost what?
In Taiwan, when a daughter dies, her parents will leave a red envelope filled with money on the street. If a man picks it up, he becomes obligated to marry the ghost of their dead daughter. If he refuses, he will be haunted by nightmares of a woman crying for the rest of his life.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Speaking of crazy, when you're in Chile, never eat anything with your hands. Whether you're eating a juicy steak or even a sandwich, it's considered rude to eat with your hands. But there's another country with an even crazier food rule. Japan, where you should never walk while eating or drinking because it's considered extremely impolite, which is why Japan has very few trash bins. I'll throw this away when I'm back in the US. This baby was just born on a plane 36,000 feet in the air. So what country would it be a citizen of? The first thing we need to know is what country we're flying over.
Look, I see Big Ben.
That's a Statue of Liberty. Well, if that's a Statue of Liberty, then the kid would be American because we're flying over American soil. But if that is Big Ben, then it gets a little more complicated.
Look, just tell me we're flying over European soil, so my baby here can get free healthcare.
Well, that's what's complicated, because in the UK, it doesn't matter where the baby is born, but rather where the parents are from. So if you're not British, then neither is she. This is your captain speaking. We're flying over international waters. International waters? That could change everything.
Oh no, does that make my baby countryless? How will she enjoy the Olympics?
If a child is born over international waters and doesn't have citizenship anywhere else, then the child would be a citizen of wherever the plane is registered.
What?
So being born on a saffron plane can make you French. Airbus can make you German. Boeing could make you in danger. I'm just kidding. It'd make you a proud American.
What about this plane?
Looks like your baby is Russian.
I got him. He's one shot.
What did I tell you? No video games after 8 p.m.
No, my PlayStation. What the? Mom, I'm taking you to court.
Court? What, are you gonna sue me? You can't do that. You're 14 years old.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter if he's 14, 16, or even 30 years old. If he bought it with his own money or if it was a gift, it's his property and he can sue you for damages.
But I'm his mother. He can't sue me without my permission.
Well, you're wrong again. A child can sue their parents if they get a guardian ad litem.
Yeah, guardian ad ligma.
Guardian ad litem. It's a person that acts as your guardian while you're in court.
This is ridiculous. How do you even have a case?
You busted his PS5, so you're going to owe him money for it.
Well, money isn't enough.
Well, if she broke it intentionally,
It was definitely intentional.
then you may be able to press charges for criminal vandalism, which will get the cops involved.
Well, good luck proving I did it on purpose.
Mom, my cat saw the whole thing.
This is what to say when the cops say, "Can I come in?" "Okay." "Thanks, chump. I'll be searching for illegal stuff now." If the cops show up, don't just open up the door and let them in. Ask if they have a warrant. If they say no, say, "I don't want to talk to you."
Hey, can I come through?
Do you have a warrant?
Yes.
Okay. Psych, idiot.
What is you doing, baby?
Even if the cops say they have a warrant, ask them to slip it under the door as proof and to make sure it's legitimate.
Yo, it's me, the cop.
You got a warrant? Slide it under the door.
Okie dokie.
Checks out. Okay. Oh, thanks. Hey, by the way, you gotta show me where all the illegal stuff is. Part of the warrant.
Oh man, I do? Okay, everything's back here. Let me show you the way.
Wrong. You always have the right to remain silent. Even if the cops have a warrant, you don't have to answer their questions. Always remember, I invoke the fifth and I want to speak to a lawyer. This is what happens when you go to prison in other countries. In Russia, the first thing they do is make you shower to prevent any bacteria from coming in.
Can you please get my back?
Yet. Once you're clean, they give you a fresh set of clothes and put you in quarantine for 15 days.
Not so bad. Oh look, phone. How's it going, my comrade? Dude, we have such an insane schedule. I can barely breathe.
He's right. In Japan, prisoners follow an extremely strict schedule that starts at 6:45 a.m. and ends at 9 p.m.
Gotta catch them all.
This schedule includes 9 hours of work, 3 meals, and 3 hours of free time.
Dang, that sounds pretty good. That's nothing compared to my friend from Norway. Good morning. Hola!
In Norway, prisoners have access to cells with a private bathroom, a flat-screen television, and a window with a nice view.
Oh no, my Versace bathroom!
Prisons in Norway also let inmates wear their own clothing and receive up to 3 visits a week from friends and family.
Oh wow. Can I be a Norwegian prisoner?
No, silly, you're a Russian mafia boss, remember?
Duh.
If you find money in another country, can you keep it? In Japan, if you turn in lost money at a police box, you're entitled to 10% of it once the owner reclaims it. However, many people in Japan won't accept a reward for returning lost property.
No. Don't worry about it.
Instead, the owner of the money will often thank the finder with a homemade gift or treat.
Wow, that's sweet.
That is sweet, but you know what else is sweet? Germany. In Germany, finders of lost money are entitled to Finderlohn, which is a 5% reward on the first 500 euros found, and 3% on anything above that once the owner claims it.
Here's your Finderlohn reward, sir.
Bah! Is this for real?
Yeah, it's a lot. Just sign here.
Winners for everyone! But wait, what if no one claims the money?
Well, in most countries, if the owner doesn't claim the money, the finder gets to keep it. However, if neither the owner nor the finder claims it, countries like the US follow a principle known as bona vacantia, which means the money sometimes becomes government property.
Hello, I'm here to pick up my money.
Aw, man.